So a few days ago, I heard this Alex Hormozi tip where he was talking about how to be more aware of how you're using time. A lot of times, if you're just in front of the screen, it's easy to get relaxed, get distracted, and just be places you shouldn't be, not really getting anything done. Um, One antidote to this, Hormozi suggested, was to open up a spreadsheet and for every 15 minutes that goes by, set a timer and log a couple words about what you did. And just do this in all of the hours that you work over the course of like a week. And this will improve your time awareness. I've started doing this in the last few days. I made this little website tool that allows you to do just that, and it's kind of incredible. So if you have anything like any kind of attention deficit problems, you will find that your sense of time is just naturally kind of bad. So just the idea of just the fact of having this little bell in the background that goes off every 15 minutes or so draws your attention to what you were supposed to be doing. And the act of checking in, one, reminds you that time is passing and puts a little deadline in your mind that you start working towards, and you start treating that 15-minute timer as a mini deadline to try and get something done. And then it also serves to pull your attention back to where it should be and out of distractions when you're in more of a passive state. It's actually what I like the most about it is that it's a passive thing. And this, I made this little tool, I put it onto my personal website that you can go to, log in, and try it yourself. So what it does is that every 15 minutes, a new time period starts, and then you can write down what you're doing, and it just logs it. And you can also overwrite that. So reviewing pull requests. And whenever you resubmit something in the same period, you can overwrite your intent here as many times as you want. And then if you click it, it treats it as a productive period, and it gives you this summary of how many time periods have elapsed, how many of those were productive hours, and your total time that you were tracking or that you were taking notes on. And it serves as a good way. I find that actually when you're observing how many of the time periods of your day are productive, it's actually quite difficult to get more than 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours of actual productive time, because there's just breaks, there's lunch, there's just distraction, there's other things you have to get done in life that aren't necessarily the core thing that you work on. So you set a baseline. So start doing this and let a couple of days go by and get a baseline of how much productive time you normally are able to accumulate, and then start stretching, start pushing for a little more each day. I find that that's a good goal, a good way to think about this. Anyways, just wanted to make a little video about this tool that I threw together. I'll put a link down below. Like and subscribe if you think this is useful.